Hi there, this is Åsa with a new process video. This time I'm using a photo of my hubby and his grandmother, who is 80 something. I just handed over the telephone at a dinner we went to with the family, and just asked him to take a selfie of himself with a granny, and he did, and this is the photo. I think the whole concept, or the whole idea, with an elderly lady and this so so much modern idea of taking selfies. I think it's adorable, and it turned out pretty well, and I wanted it in our album as soon as possible. I'm using a background paper. It's from DIY shop, from Crate Paper, and it's got all these sewing patterns, and I thought it was appropriate for this lady, since she's a very good seamstress. But the paper is very busy, so during this whole process I will try and make the layout look less busy. But you can always add layers and layers and layers, and this is what I'm doing right now. I'm using a lot of journaling cards and spots, and also some Project Life cards and frames to build a photo block with this photo. You can see some hinges from Tim Holt's old grunge paper collection, and I'm also adding a bit of cotton lace later on. You can see it there in the corner. I use a piece of brown cardstock to ground the whole photo piece, and I make some small stitches along the edge to make it stand out from the background. This will be a layout in all in beige and brown, and it gave a kind of a vintage feel, and I thought it was really nice, especially together with that sewing pattern paper. I try to ink ink as many of the pieces as I can possibly remember. Some of them I need to ink when they are already adhered to the papers, but I do my best to remember to do it in the proper order, but I often end up doing it later on. So now I'm sticking all the layers for the photo block together, and I've made a block of other elements to go next to the photo block. I'm using a tool from Ranger for inking the edges. I think it's meant for alcohol inks or alcohol dyes, but I use it for my distress inks, and I just pour distress ink on the felt applicator and use it for inking edges. It works pretty good. there's that lace again that I talked about, and I cut it off there, so just put it to the edge or under the house, card house. Together with the wood grain washi tapes that I bought a couple of months ago came this a brown glitter tape, and I thought it would take some of the business away from this paper by making a frame. So I started with the upper part and the lower part of the layout, and I thought it looked good, and I continued with the other edges of the paper. So later you'll see I have this glitter tape all around the layout, and it really took away a lot of the business. It gave it the edge that it needed to keep the whole layout together. I used the same distress ink to color the grunge board hinges, and it worked really well. When you see it up close, you can still see the pattern of the grunge board. It's some swirls, and it looks good. Now I'm fiddling with that glitter tape again. It was really nice. Perhaps I will buy it in more colors. I have it in teal as well, and it's really pretty, and it was really easy to use and gave a very nice result. I had to cut away some of that red orangey paper to fit the whole thing at in the middle of the page. I'm very happy with the frame. It is something that I will have to remember more often, to use frames on background papers like this. It's very pleasing to the eye, I think. This is Felix. He wanted to help me and also play with the scraps, so I just let him do that. I think it's quite nice to get some kitten company. So he stayed there, and he wasn't that much in the way, so he played along with the double adhesive scraps, the backing paper, and he didn't get in my glue, and that was the main thing. The glue is keep clogging, and I had to use the needle to get it working and flowing again, but it's still my favorite glue, that Scotch strong and precise glue. Yeah, sometimes you just need to remove the company from your layout because it's too too hard to do anything while he's actually on the page. I add a small cork embellishments that I've stamped and cut out myself, and I also cut out this little light bulb, since I thought it was a good idea to take this selfie. I used the light bulbs to accent that, and there's also that small photo frame at the left, at the top left. So this is pretty much it. I will glue down some of these kind of bronze colored skeleton leaves at the top and the bottom of the photo block, and I've had them for ages and pretty much never used them. I think they look really nice here as a finishing element to this page. And here's the finished album page with a little title and some twine. One twine heart and also a couple of bows. So I hope you have enjoyed this process video, and I hope to see you soon again. So this is Åsa. Take care. Bye.